Hello everyone, I go by the name of Roxy Rose and this is another episode of Roxy Rose Guide, NACA edition. Okay, so today is a really cool video, and the reason why is I'm doing a really big reveal of myself today. But before we get to that reveal, just make sure that you click below. Please like and subscribe my video. All right, let's get into the video. So I want to do a big reveal because today is a really important day. I want to tell everybody about my NACA experience. So I'm just going to do a quick little reveal really quick. And I'm really excited because it has actually helped me to purchase a home. So I would like to tell you guys about my NACA experience, and I hope down in the comments you can tell me about your NACA experience. And yeah, so let's get started. So to tell you this journey or this experience that I've had, and to give you my testimony with NACA and all the goodness of God, I need to bring out my big old NACA binder. Yes, I have a big 2-inch binder. It's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of stuff. So this is the NACA program. If you guys ever seen it, I don't know if it's going to show up backwards on yours, but basically their slogan, right, is that there's no down payment, there's no closing costs, there's no points or fees, right? It's below the market, like the market rates. Usually their rates are way lower, and there's no credit score consideration. They're actually serious about this one. They don't look at your credit score, which is really good for a lot of people. Not for me though. My credit is pretty good because I've been making great payments on my credit cards, and it's been helping me. But they really look at your credit report and see if you've paid things and if you've done things in the last 2 years, which is good because usually credit stays on for 7 to 10 years. So it's really good that they don't look just at your credit score, but they look at your credit history, your credit report for the last 2 years. So the first thing I want to let you know is NACA, all right? It's www.naca.com, N-A-C-A, all right? Basically, NACA is a home buying program, and it's there because, well, it's there to really help low-income home buyers and also to help minorities to buy homes. They were one of the first home buying programs that really fought for social justice when it came to buying property and the ability for low-income families and minorities to buy property around the United States. So that was a really cool fact that I found as I was volunteering for NACA back in February. But I want to tell you a little bit about this program. I really hope that other people will be willing to do it. It's a program that's really awesome, and I'm going to tell you why. First thing, all right, this program really looks at all of your information to see if you have paid all of your bills and have made great payments on your credit cards for the last 2 years. It lowers your monthly payments that you have to significant amounts. It lowers your monthly payment. You have a chance to buy down permanently on your interest rate. So currently, just letting you know, the interest rate right now, there's a little bit of a recession, and there's going to be inauguration soon, so that's going to go up. But it's 2.3 right now. So it's really important for us to get the lowest interest rate because all of that goes against your home and how much the purchase price for your home is. So you can get a fixed rate on that. And what's really good, hold on, there is one thing that you have to keep in mind. This is not for investment properties. So this program is really for those that want their primary home, their primary residence to be in this place for a long number of years. I want to tell you a little bit about my NACA journey because I think it's important for people to know that they are capable of buying homes and buying properties. I feel like there's a stigma, especially with Black people, that it's okay to just like rent for the rest of your life. And, if that's your choice, that's great. But I don't want people to just rent because they don't feel like they could ever afford to buy a home. If you get your finances right, if you make sure you save enough money for yourself, you can buy a home with or without this program. But I think this program can be very helpful, especially for those that are just new first-time home buyers, just like me. I started my journey in October 2019. I signed up for the first time home buyer workshop online. You could sign up today if you want to. They have a lot of virtual meetings now, but I went in person, and it was at a church in Newark, New Jersey. And I just went there to get some information. They told you information if you wanted to buy a home in New Jersey or in New York. Because a lot of people did come from New York. The place was packed. There was a lot of people. There's nothing like that now. But it was a lot of people, and it was a lot of things that they told us about if you wanted to work in New Jersey and the differences of they told us a lot of differences of if you wanted to live in New York versus living in New Jersey. They said basically you had to save an extra $10,000 because there's a lot of legal things that you have to do in New York that you don't have to do in New Jersey, and the cost of living and the cost of the homes there are a lot higher. But either way, I went there, and after you go to the first meeting, then they go ahead and give you your file number. So your file number is your life, okay? Every time you talk to a representative, anytime you send an email, anytime you want to go online for your on NACA.com to get information about your account, you need to know your file number, okay? So then after doing that, I went ahead and signed up for a date. And even though it was October, I don't think my date to see or talk to a person happened until March. And I was like, what? Like October, November, December, January, February, March? That's like 6 months they wanted me to wait. And I was like determined. So I waited, and then I actually found out about this, which was the Achieve the Dream event. So all around the United States, they actually have Achieve the Dream events. Achieve the Dream. And if you actually sign up for this event, it fast tracks all your information. It fast tracks them looking at your documents. It fast tracks your counseling. It fast tracks you being seen by an underwriter to tell you how much you're qualified for and if you're qualified that day. All right. So I actually flew to Dallas, Texas in February and went to this workshop. Okay. They usually have it from Thursdays to Sundays, but I actually flew down and went. Actually went down Thursday, Friday, and I was in that workshop. I had all my paperwork. I had this big old binder. I printed out stuff. The workshop was kind of cool because they had an area for people that needed to submit things and an area for people that needed to get counseling to see whether or not they were approved that day. And they told you that day, excuse me, ma'am, I'm sorry, you're not approved, or you and your husband are not approved. We don't have enough information, or we need your tax forms. Or they would tell you, yes, you're approved today, and you're approved for $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. So they would tell you that day what you're approved for if you have all your paperwork. So it's really important. Have your paperwork. Don't let them tell you that you're missing anything. Bring copies of everything. Because guess what? Looking online and try to find your stuff, when you really need it, for some reason, I don't know why, maybe it's just me, but it's like harder to find it. Like when I was at the workshop, they gave me a really, really low qualification amount because I wasn't able to find my income had gone up at my job, but I wasn't able to find that verification letter. Just a quick tip. When you're qualified for a NACA mortgage, while you're in a home search, they basically give you 6 months to look to find a home before you have to go back and re-qualify yourself. So from February, because of the COVID and all this other personal stuff and this and that, by the time it was August, my time was up. So I had to re-qualify. But the good thing was when I re-qualified, I was actually able to re-qualify for more. So in December, I did the Achieve the Dream again because just to let you know, it definitely fast tracks your application. They got me qualified for $299,000. Yay! So about $300,000, which is great. So then I started my house search. I looked at a bunch of houses because I still work in New York and I commute. I have to make sure that I am close enough, and I am not willing to go past an hour commute. That's enough. So I started looking in certain areas closer to New York so that my commute will be easier. But I still get home. I still want grass. I still want single family. I don't want people living under me or over me or next to me. So I started looking around the areas, and it was really good. I was looking and looking on Zillow, and I know the MLS gets updated very frequently. MLS is basically, I guess, a search engine for real estate agents. And my real estate agent, he shared it with me so that I could go ahead and look at all the stuff that qualify for what I asked for. So I was able to look and see pictures of places before we made an appointment to go see these places. I put about 3 offers on 2 different houses. One house actually went back on the market, and I put an offer on it again, and I realized there was foundational issues, and they really wanted a cash offer. They didn't want a bank loan, so I wasn't able to get that one. So I was looking and looking and looking, and then finally, in December, I went at night to go view this house. It was clean. It was small. It's a little Cape Cod. It's exactly what I wanted. A cute little backyard. Not too much. Cute little, front yard. Maybe I'll grow a little tree there. It had a stone front. It's just amazing. And I put an offer in, and I found out that there was multiple offers on this house. So I actually put the offer in over. So I was really... but I was approved, so I was really excited. So yeah, I think, so currently I'm under contract. I won't go forward because there's a lot of other stuff that has happened since then, but this journey has been over a year. It's been a long time coming, but it makes you really proud when you put in the hard work to get something that other people get so easily because they've been born into money or because of privilege. And for you, unfortunately for me, I've had a background where I've been through the last housing/recession that there's been. So I know what it is to not really have a home that you can own anymore, but be in rental property for a really long time. And I've wanted to own a house for so long. Like, I wanted to be 30 with a house. So now for me to be able to, be in the process of buying and owning a home, it makes me so proud. And by the way, I want you guys to know, I have been praying and praying and praying. God is so good, y'all. God is so good. Every time I'm praying for something, and I kind of got discouraged looking at so many houses. I looked at 10 houses, and I was praying, and I was like, you know what, Lord, if you don't want me to have it, there's probably something wrong with it. I don't need it anyway. If you want me to have it, the deal will go through. If you don't want me to have it, the deal won't go through. And he let it go through. I got approved. So I hope somebody else is going through this process. If you're frustrated, I've seen a lot of videos where people are frustrated and they're like, they never go through NACA again, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry that they had that experience. I've kind of had the opposite. I've had a lot of God, a lot of blessings, a lot of people helping me, and it's been really helpful. So I really hope you go through this NACA journey as well. I hope you really look at it. Guys, no PMI. That saves you $200 to $300 extra dollars a month in your monthly payments towards your mortgage. It saves you a lot of money. So I really hope that you guys look into this program, try to see if you're interested. I hope you guys, try to look into NACA. It's worth it. If you're an organized person and you do what you're supposed to do and you make really good payments every month, definitely look into it. All right. You guys have a great day. Be blessed. And I'll be putting up another video about what happens after after your offer is accepted. All right. Be blessed.